Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to hop right into the reading and let's see who tunes in, but this is going to be more a career-focused reading. And for some of you, I feel like you're going to be meeting someone new that potentially could turn into a love interest at this new career. So I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're having an amazing day. And let's hop into it. First, I was guided. This message was at the top of the pile to show this. So we're going to start with this intuitive message. And it says, good things come to those who work hard and persevere. You are being reminded by your angels now how far you have come. Keep going. So that's kind of going to be the center focus to get the reading started. So we're going to pull some archetypes and then some tarot and see what your spirit guides and stuff want you to know. But what I feel like is you're going to have some really promising future outcomes for all the hard work you've been doing. Say you've been particularly trying to manifest yourself say you want to get a house or something in specific. So with the first card out there, I feel like a lot of you have actually just been working very hard. The light attribute says helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. Shadow attributes compromises integrity and honesty, allows patterns to have authority over your inner spirit. So just making sure in the midst of working very hard that you don't forget to spend some time for yourself or for those around you. It's almost saying there has to be a balance in life in order for you to really come into a good awareness of how to manifest the next step. So with the priest card there, the light attribute facilitates spiritual commitment, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. So some of you could be healers or intuitive readers that are tuned in or are going to see this video. Let's get some more energies. But this will kind of be an overall as well to let you know what careers you could be dealing with. So trickster, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. So with this, it's almost like, because it's career-based reading, it's like you could be doing something that's out of the norm. So for example, you could be a creator on YouTube, or you could have a small business. Say you have an Etsy shop, something unique and creative and different that not everyone would take on as a job. Some of you could be a life coach or even mediums. So Prince here, the light attribute, romantic charm and potential for power. So I feel like with that, some of you could have a calling as to be like a relationship therapist or even like a relationship specialist. Child divine, some of you could have a calling to be teachers or to work with kids. It says innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection with divine. So you could also have a calling to work somehow in a spiritual sense with divine. Say that's through teaching, or if you wanted to directly do something involved with the church, or however your spiritual beliefs tie in. Visionary, beautiful. So the light attribute, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. So your spirit guides are reminding you right now that whatever you have as a vision and you're focused on, we're going to put that as the main energy there. Whatever you're focused on achieving, it's absolutely like the right path for you. And it's really just letting you know, wow, some of you could be artists. You could be a musician or a painter. Nice. I feel like these cards are actually like spot on right now because they're coming out with all different jobs. So with this guide, you could be someone who is a guidance counselor or just essentially guides others. So teacher, mentor. With addiction here, I feel like you could be an addictions counselor. That could be maybe a calling for you. Maybe for some of you, you had someone in your family who had struggled with addiction growing up, or you had yourself or a friend possibly. Maybe you have a calling or like a passion for that because of that. Thank you so much, everyone tuned in. We're just getting started. So pioneer, whatever it is, you're like an originator at it, whatever it is you're doing. Passion for doing and creating what has not yet been done before. So that's really beautiful because we've got a few different kind of job opportunities out here, or career paths per se, that potentially could be interesting to you. So we'll just repeat them for those that are just tuning in. So we've got the guide, artist. So you could be either a musician or a mentor or like some sort of counselor, or even wanting to go to school to be a therapist, or maybe you already have. With the added card, I feel like you could be someone that's actually an addictions counselor. Visionary, you could have a really positive impact on whichever career it is that you're working on. Like, say, for example, you are a teacher. There's a way you're going to do something that's going to really like change the outlook of not only your life, but many people's lives for the better. With the trickster too, you could be someone who really like just doesn't do things inside the box. So for example, you could actually, I feel like with this, be a fashion designer, someone who creates like beautiful pieces out of extraordinary ideas. Like, I'm not sure if you've ever seen that, but there's really cool fashion trends now that are coming up that people are creating fashion out of other things and almost like recycling it in a sense and turning it into their own fashion labels. And I've seen this now from quite a few different people. So it's not like one particular thing. I feel like it's a niche for it. Maybe some of you are interested in that. Maybe you have a knack for either interior design, or specifically you actually love clothing, and maybe that's something you want to follow, like being in the fashion industry or actually creating the clothing yourself. Femme fatale, definitely with that. Notice too the gown. That's so weird. Thank you, Spirit. I really feel like that ties in with the whole high fashion week. Like, for someone that's watching, maybe this is what you aspire to do. That could be a dream for you, either to be a model or to be a designer. That's really cool. Mediator. So that's beautiful. You're someone who really teaches people to see all aspects of life and to understand it. So whatever you decide to do in your life, it's almost like Spirit's saying, trust yourself, because you not only think about yourself and your decisions, but you think about those around you. And also with the mediator, it's like, trust that people see you that way. So they're usually going to give you a pretty fair, sound judgment. For some of you, you could be healers. I just saw student as well while I was shuffling. So maybe you actually are teaching others about becoming healers. Maybe you've been doing it for a long time. That's really beautiful. You're like passing on, wow, mystic. You could be passing on your gifts or your knowledge to others. For example, too, say you have kids. Maybe you are teaching your generations younger than you. Just saw twin flame union when I was shuffling there, so we're not going to pull that out, but that is so funny because the title there, folks, you may be meeting someone new. So for those of you who haven't met your twin flame and you keep seeing all this about twin flame unions or coming together, meeting your person, this could really be a real possibility for you. I just saw bully, so it's saying beware wherever you are in the workplace. You could deal with a bully type, someone who just kind of wants to block your light. But Spirit's saying not to worry about it. Let them handle any judgments and just be on your way and worry about your focus. It's like you've been working so hard towards maybe changing your life, maybe a particular thing you want to do. Maybe you have a car, but you really want to get a nice one. You might have like a starter car, or maybe some of you want to purchase a home, or maybe you're just saving for something smaller than that. Whichever it could be, it's like you've been focused on achieving something new, or even just following a dream with this work hard and persevere. It's like it could not even be something materialistic, but it could be a goal, a vision you have. And Spirit's saying really in this time, it's super important just to like keep going with that and follow that. A lot of you though have a calling as some sort of a guide or a healer. So that's really beautiful. The light attribute says passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. So what a beautiful message, because with that, it's almost like you could be someone who's overcome a lot yourself growing up, maybe in relationships. You could have went through, say for example, growing up in school, you could have been bullied and you could speak out against it. You could have overcame mental health issues and be an advocate for mental health awareness, or possibly you could have suffered through some traumatic relationships and maybe you speak upon that now. Whichever it is for you, like there's some sort of impact you make based on your own experiences, and people really admire you for that. So just something to applaud yourself for. We're going to actually get into an angel message, and then we're going to do some tarot and see like what energies are coming out. Hope everyone can hear me okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you caught the reading yesterday, we had such a good reading last night. Wow. Your angels are guiding this union. This love is being protected and guided by divine. Focus on the connection and trust it is true love. Nice. So for some of you, someone new is coming in your life. I feel like this is going to be focused around these new opportunities or wherever you're headed. Okay, so let's see what comes out. Okay, that is a love message. We are going to keep it strict for now at the angel messages, and we can do some love messages later. Wow, so I just saw Earth Angel when I was shuffling there. So some of you in the chats could be Earth Angels watching. Definitely bet. I feel like there's a collective of Earth Angels. Love it. Thank you so much, everyone tuned in. All right. Ooh, new love is about to enter your life. As if I was like, hey, no, we're not reading the love message. And then boom, it comes out. That is so funny. Spirit has that way of working, you know? New love is about to enter your life. It says you will find qualities in this new person you've been looking for in others. Expect a match made from heaven. Amazing. So, like I said about this whole career thing, maybe that's what it is too. You two could be on similar pages in life or goals or understanding. And I feel like it's going to be someone new, picking up a lot of new energy as of lately. We shall see what the tarot has to say. So for those just tuning in, I will leave this reading up. There was a ton of careers that came up. And we'll definitely probably pull some more careers and see if anyone was looking for a particular answer as to, you know, a confirmation for yourself, really. So, 5 of Cups in reverse, you're going to have a lot of options coming up or career paths. It's just saying to be careful which one you choose. Make sure it's the right option for you. You do have a lot of intuition about where you're going, though, with the High Priestess there. That's you currently sitting in your, I wouldn't say knowing, but more of an understanding that you are being divinely guided. And it's just important at this time to keep going, right? And it's beautiful because the first message was perseverance. So absolutely beautiful message. In the past, you were feeling stuck, but you're coming out of that cycle. It's like the more you believe in yourself and the more you decide to go after what you want and work for it, the more you're gonna untangle yourself from feeling like you're in a stuck situation, like that's not moving. Wow, so we've got the Devil and 10 of Pentacles. So it's just really important to make sure that you are staying away from any toxic opportunities or people. It's like, for example, you could have someone come in and offer you a really good career opportunity or contract, or say, for example, you already work at a place for a couple years now and you really want to get this promotion. It's just saying to beware, because attached to this new contract or promotion could necessarily be something that might actually hold you back in the long run from advancing in your career. You're really passionate about wherever you're headed. I feel like for some of you, this is going to be a full career switch. Maybe you've been sitting in the High Priestess mode for a bit, just contemplating what's the next move for you, strategizing, a way to really make your dreams into a reality. It's like for some of you, you could want to go back to school. Maybe you went to school for one thing, graduated years ago in college, but you need a certain degree or certificate. I'm hearing maybe you have to go back. Or for others of you, it could just be you're making a complete career switch and you have to start small and kind of work your way and see what happens. All you need to know is you definitely have an intuition as to where you're headed. You will soon start to feel unstuck, but like I said, just make sure it's not tied to anyone negative or any toxic situations. You want to remain in charge of your path and where you're headed. And I feel like your spirit guides and angels are just really telling you at this time, it is important to remain in your passion for it. It's like whatever you're doing it because of your passion for it. So make sure you remain in that. So that's some beautiful energy. Let's see what jobs we kind of pick up as well. With the High Priestess, again, definitely feel like some healer vibes. Got the Magician coming out. I'm not going to pull it out because I'm just shuffling. But with that, ooh, okay. These are all backwards. I was trying to, why I had them to the side is I was trying to make sure they're all the same way. And then, bam. Anyways, my apologies. So what I'm feeling like, all this cup energy, you could be a water sign watching. Otherwise, you could be a fire sign watching. We've honestly got all energy, though. We've got Earth as well with the coins and the Devil card there. So what I'm thinking is you could be either a Capricorn, a Gemini, or a Cancer watching right now, or connected to one, or that is the opportunity that you want to kind of avoid is with one of those signs. So take the energy how it fits, but I feel like for some of you, you're already going to know who this person is. Maybe they've come in the past and offered you some sort of opportunity, or like I said, like a raise, or I wouldn't necessarily say raise. I feel like it's more of a promotion. Maybe you just feel like there's a lot of strings attached to this. Maybe this is what jump started the whole idea of you thinking about switching or following your dreams. I feel like for a lot of you, you're realizing the one cup that is truly most important is your cup. You know, it's like, where are you going to lead yourself with your dreams? Because at the end of the day, the rest of the cups you can all find again, but the most important one is your dreams. So I feel like for a lot of you, maybe you've been stuck in a period of feeling like you were in a job that you weren't really moving anywhere, or it wasn't going anywhere, or it just wasn't it for the long term. You were happy maybe, but it's not a job you want to actually be able to retire on one day, or even just like work for the next 10 years. I feel like the collective too, whoever's watching, you're really driven and focused on changing your life, and you're not the type of person that will stay stuck in a certain situation or a job for a long time if you're unhappy with it. And I feel like your angels are literally guiding you not only to possibly new love, but just away from this situation. If you're feeling stuck, they're trying to show you, like, look at all these cups. You have so many other options. It's like, maybe you feel like you're stuck at a certain particular job or career path, but you started to realize, or if not, this is kind of a sign that you're never stuck. It's like that's all a self-imposed idea. And especially with today's like day and age, there are so many different career paths and opportunities and things you can do to even become an entrepreneur, or to switch your career altogether, right? You could even get an opportunity to go back to school, certain things like that. Just trust in divine, and it's almost like whatever doesn't work out for you, it's because it wasn't supposed to, and it's part of the lesson sometimes to bring you to where you're supposed to be. With all this cup energy too, definitely you could be a water sign watching. So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so interesting. We're kind of just hopping into it. I see a lot of Pentacle energy though as well. So wherever you're headed on this new career path, it's going to be very successful. It looks like it's going to be almost like a climbing hill though. You know, it's like when you go up a hill on your bike, you can't usually do it unless you have a mountain bike or a bike equipped to handle a steep mountain or a hill. Usually you have to get off your bike and slowly walk it up the hill. I'm being told to explain that metaphor. It's almost like that is the same with this switch. If you're doing a total career switch and maybe feel stuck like you can't yet, or whatever it is you're working on that you're slowly working on for yourself. Maybe some of you are trying to start that designer like clothing or just something of your own. Some of you maybe are your own contractors. Stuff like that, like some sort of business of your own. Life coach. I'm being told it's like you won't have many clients or sales or something like that at first, but it's like over the years of doing this, right? Nothing comes overnight, but eventually you'll be able to have something for yourself. But it just really is gonna, wow. So that totally ties into the first message. Good things come to those who work hard and persevere. So Spirit's just really saying no matter what, it's really 23 on the live. It's really just about sticking to whatever it is you're working on. And even there's going to be times you're going to feel stuck, or you're going to feel defeated, or maybe you're going to do something and it doesn't work out the way you planned, and then you have to re-strategize and think of another plan. But that's how life is, right? And I feel like that's just what they want me to communicate to y'all, is to go into it with a really open heart and almost not like relax, because they want you to focus and work hard, but just to trust, you know, to like almost give them the reins for a little bit. I didn't know how to word that. Wow. So Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. So we're going to keep shuffling there. But these are the main energies I'm feeling. It's like you know where you're headed, but you're worried you're going to get yourself stuck in a cycle. And Divine's just saying, make sure you check all the details then. Make sure that you, what's the saying? You cross your T's and dot all your I's. Make sure everything's all good. But otherwise, you should be good to go. And it could be a slow start. It could be a slow switch over, especially too if it's something like going back to school. That could be something that takes up to a couple years, right? But in the long run, it's going to bring you to your 10 of Pentacles. So wow, I just heard for some of you, like maybe you work as a, say, a dental assistant or a teacher's assistant, and you want to go back to school to upgrade to actually be a dentist or a teacher. And it's like you're getting paid now and you're in your job and it's okay, but you want to now advance your career and take that next step. But you're feeling like you don't want to get yourself stuck, or you know it's going to be a long road ahead. I feel like this is just the message from Spirit, that this is hopefully the confirmation you needed to hear, is that, you know, it's going to be worth the travel. And it feels like you're going to be super passionate about it the entire destination. And if you meet someone new along the way, that's beautiful. So we'll get some more messages and then see what really comes out. Okay, Spirit, that was a lot, but we will just take that whole chunk. Wow, 10 of Pentacles came out again. So double confirmation for y'all. And it's the year 2022. So with that, it's really just saying you can expect, hopefully, at least some sort of more stability or an understanding as to where you're headed by the end of the year. I feel like for a lot of you, this is where you're currently sitting. Maybe you're just starting out somewhere small. If you're a musician, right, you might have a song or two out, not really any traction yet. Or say you just finished school to be a teacher. I feel like they get on call lists, right? So you would substitute first, and then you're still waiting to actually get a contract on. It's like you're starting out small, whatever it is you're doing, but eventually it's going to lead you to your 10 of Pentacles. So they want you just to drop your sword, put your defenses down. You definitely could be feeling out of sorts too with all this change happening, especially if it's all happened in the last, say, month or so, like for the beginning of 2022, or say near the end of 2021. It was like boom, tower moment after tower moment. Your life changed, your relationships could have changed, your job could have changed, and just a lot of change coming in at once. And this could be where you're still feeling, just trying to navigate your way back to some sort of stability and not feeling stuck. But the outcome overall is going to be happiness. And it's just going to take a little bit to get there, is what it seems like from Spirit. So let's see if we can get a mystery message next before we do. I was shuffling these for so long before I started, so I know it'll be good. Oh, look at that. They're coming out on their own. I like that. That's like organic, you know? Although you can tell it's like I gotta pull it out. So. Perfect. I hope everyone's doing amazing today. This is going to be a really interesting reading. Feel like I do a lot of love readings for you guys. So I felt like it was important to just do one career for sure. Can't promise there'll always be career, especially at least February. It's the month of love, but definitely wanted to give you a career reading. So you are dealing with a narc. So for some of you, this could have been a past person or at the job. So I really feel like this could have been a past person or even say a boss or a boss figure or someone you look up to as a mentor. Because it's really saying that do you want to, you know how I was saying they could offer you a promotion, but you know maybe that there's more behind the scenes attached to it if you were to take some sort of promotion. Wow, chosen ones. So whoever's tuned in right now, you definitely have some special energy. And wow, new ideas are coming in. So this will help out whatever you've been feeling stuck on. So next one's out. Oh, it's just one big one. Wow, it says the guides are trying to communicate. Interesting. All right. So, I don't feel like we got much from that. Let's pull a couple more here. Beautiful energy, though. Honestly, it's like Divine's telling you that you really just need to go for it. Heartbreak. So some of you could have your heart broken recently or in the past. Maybe that's why you've been feeling in disarray or just unlike yourself. It's like you don't have your full... Maybe you're someone who's normally bubbly and happy and out there and you just don't fully feel that feeling lately. You feel kind of held back or reserved. Definitely a time to go for it and put yourself out there. It's like when you do that as well, I'm feeling like for some of you, that's what's going to bring in a career opportunity specifically. So let's get some more messages. Also, we've got this one at the top of the deck. Step out of your comfort zone. So some of you just really need to take a chance and try something new. Really beautiful energy. Let's see if we get some more jobs because we got a few people more that have tuned in now. See if you're specifically looking for confirmation on any career in specific. Did have model earlier. We did have musician. We had artist. We had teacher, healer. And we had guide as well. And addict. That's so weird. So I was saying you could be someone who potentially wants to be an addictions counselor. Something like that. Mystics, we got that again. You could definitely be someone connected with spirit, possibly a medium or you're a reader. Whatever it is you're working on, you've got the magic touch. You do it a lot different than everyone else, so they really vibe with the way that you maybe relay or relate to others. Especially if you like have a channel, like you could be any sort of content creator. You could even have like a makeup channel. People are talking about it. They love your work. It's like, so the light attribute says awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. People talk about you in a positive light. I feel like they're more astonished by you and kind of wondering just like what you're all about. But then the more they watch or figure out, the more they're into it. For some of you, they could watch you on social media. Damsel. So some of you could be a divine feminine watching that are relating to this. It says, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. So wow, before I had relationship counselor as well, when I said the addictions counselor. So with that, you could also be someone who, like I had said before, through life experience, it's like maybe you went through some rough relationships and then instead of sitting and being upset with the energy like that, you moved on, healed, and now you're actually transforming that energy, transmuting it to inspire others, maybe teaching others. So that's some really beautiful, interesting jobs there. Femme fatale. So I definitely feel like some of you want to be in the fashion industry or would like to be a model or influencer yourself. Spirit's telling you to go for it. It's like there could be something about you that's a lot different than others. If you notice as well, this person's got a tattoo. So maybe you're someone with a lot of tattoos. If not, you're just someone, you could be someone that's very tall as well, kind of slender appearance. Like perfect kind of for what they consider in the fashion world. Although it's like all body types are beautiful, just saying. But you got that look, that like possibly you could be a lot taller and slender. Healer. So a lot of you watching could be healers, or this is what you're having a calling in. Avenger. You're someone who's really fair with others, though. It's like no matter what, you're not going to do things selfishly. And this is why you're getting the okay, like the go ahead from spirit to really just go for your dreams. And maybe you're worried about like if you make these changes in your career or in your life, who it's going to impact, if people are going to be upset, if you leave a job or you decide to go back to school. But it's like, don't worry about that. Spirit just really wants you to focus on yourself at this time. So Avenger, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteous on behalf of society and oneself. So that's you, right? But that's what it's saying. At this time, it's really important to focus on your own vision as well. So beautiful. We've got a lot of messages. I will clear a little bit up so it's easier for you to see. Now's the time, though, to really just put yourself out there. Especially, too, it's like a lot more people at this time, right, could, other than if you're going to work or doing the usual things, depending on where you live in the world, it's colder, people are at home, or they're not, you know, there's not as many, like, there's no music festivals or anything going on in the winter months, right? So it's like, if you're putting yourself on a platform or something like this, now is the time, Spirit's saying. It's like to really go for it. Beautiful. Did anyone that's tuned in right now get a chance to tune in last night? It was such a beautiful reading. Wow, I couldn't even believe it. This one's a little bit different, definitely. Focused on the career side of life. And especially too, right? Because I'm doing a lot of focus for love readings for you guys this month. And I'm sure a lot of readers might be. I'm not sure. But I feel like I was going to do at least 1 or 2 career. And then, you know, you can expect lots of love readings. Also, would love to hear in the comments so far how long you've been. Well, I guess you don't have to say how long you've been subscribed. But essentially, what's your favorite kind of thing since being subscribed to the channel? If you have anything particular. Wow, so some of you, now we're going to move on to, I'm sure, what everyone's been waiting for. New love coming in. You could be a divine masculine watching, or you are dealing with one. Athlete. So this person could be very athletic. They could love to work out. They could actually be someone who, is like, you know, known for a sport. Maybe they play basketball, maybe they play hockey, something like that. Interesting. Whatever they do, they're a pioneer at it. Wow, so we've got artists underneath, so definitely could be someone who's an artist. Either you or this person. I feel like for some of you, this is what you could be trying to make a switch in as well. Like that's what you'd love to pursue, but you're trying to figure out the whole stability or the way to make it happen, like the whole aspect behind it, because you have to work your 9 to 5, or you know what I mean, you have to do your job in order, but you want to follow your dreams, sort of thing. And that's maybe where Spirit's saying too, you got to remember, good things take time. Like everything starts small and works its way up. Samaritan. So the light attribute refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So see, you're someone who really goes out of your way to be kind and fair to others. And definitely you could be someone who has a calling in that. Definitely could be a teacher or a healer. Those are the biggest 2 things I'm picking up from this reading. Beautiful energy. All right. Now let's see about this person you're going to meet. Let's see about this person. See these messages, I wanted to separate them because sometimes you get the those messages from those ex-lingerers. Whether they're karmic to you or not, you put the shoe where it fits. Wow, engagement. Beautiful. So some of you are definitely going to come into some sort of form of engagement. I will love you always, no matter what. So this could be a past person. Maybe they see you moving on, headed towards a new career, a new start, and they kind of just want another chance. Interesting. Beautiful. I feel like, honestly, though, your angels are telling you just to really go for it. Like, now's the time to maybe jot down any ideas you have, or to clear your chakras, or to meditate and get focused and like recentered in order to achieve this vision. I feel like for a lot of you, it could be going back to school. And maybe it's something you're not sure how you're going to make work, or you're not sure if you're going to be able to do it or stick with it. But Spirit's saying you will be able to. You just have to believe in yourself. So we've got the 8 of Coins. Beautiful. So it's just going to be a slow building success. And there may be a little bit of battles along the way. It looks like you could have a few people or blockages or lessons in order to get there. And also, this could be past energy. This could be past conflicts, dramas, battles, old jobs, things you went through that made you realize that life is too short and you just got to follow your dreams. Maybe that's kind of where you're at now. So we're going to do this one for a little bit longer. I feel like there's not too much more to say. We had about 12 jobs that came out as potentials that could be a sign confirmation for you. I feel like you're going to meet someone new at a new job. Wow, so you're going to meet an emperor. It's either that, or you're going to be your own entrepreneur, and this person is a knight, wants to come in and offer some sort of stability or work with you. We've got the Lovers in reverse. So this person in particular on the side that wants to offer you something does not want a love connection with you. It just wants to be strictly like a career-based connection. Yeah, absolutely. So this person that's going to come in and offer you some sort of stability, they don't want love or passion or anything like that. Like, so they could be like a boss type or a mentor or like someone who wants to guide you. But it's really beautiful because you also have new love coming in as well. So there's a couple potential new energies coming in for you. You're going to get out of that hangman energy though, like the Pisces card, the stuck card. You will get out of that soon and you will feel much better. Beautiful. So just stay passionate and persevere. Know that wherever you're being guided, it's happening for a reason. And for a lot of you, it's like your new person is going to be there when you get there. So just something to really look forward to. Thank you so much to everyone new that kind of tuned in. I see you guys in the chats there. We're going to leave it there. Have a great night, everyone. And until next time, just follow your dreams and get ready to head into new opportunities. Take care.